Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime.
Let's go.
Coming up at the half, a reminder we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. They start on the ground with Geis. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Check 26, check 26. Watch the safety creep. Check 24, check 24. Check, check. Fresno, Fresno, Fresno.
This is Geis. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Shit, shit, shit. 36, 36. Check 15, check 15. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. This one complete to Jordan Reed. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
At the 44-yard line.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down.
It's going to be a long day. Let's go.
Now a give, right side, it's Geis. Hurdles over him. Accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Redskins have once again taken the lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now 17-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, interceptions have been a problem in this one. If he could have gotten his feet down here, it would have been another.
Would have been a huge one. They've had a great game taking the ball away. Thought they had another one, just unable to get those cleats in bounds.
Come, come. Hey, Echo. Gun. 22's coming, 22's coming. Mike. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Mike's 22, Mike's 22. Hey, me and you all day. Hey, flipper. I'm coming after you. Hot.
Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
That's good for our Vikings. First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Gun. Hey, orbit. 22, Mike 22. Let's go. Man up, D. Man up, D.
A first down throw for Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. That's fielded in the end zone. Are in for the touchdown.
We've sat in a lot of meetings, and they always talk about the offense taking advantage of beginning a half. But special teams coaches don't listen to that. They want to take advantage with their own unit, and they just did.
Yeah, they trailed in the locker rooms, and they changed that immediately.
I think they drew that one up special. That felt like something he pulled out of his pocket that he'd been holding for a while, and they were able to use it effectively.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here at half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
On the ground, it's Geis. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. He's got it complete to Thompson. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And a good result there as that'll get out of bounds and pin them back at their 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
It's caught. Smith. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it. Mike 55. Hey, Foxtrot. Stop here, D. Check 55. Listen to me. Check 55 to Mike.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Now Cousins. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Montez Sweat. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's Britton Colquitt now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Redskins will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10.
Check, ready. Check 55, Mike. I got one. Hey, check Mike. Watch it, come for you. Mike, 50. Hey. Right there in the middle, 55. Here we go.
Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. Finding Green complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Check your hot read. Check. Hey, turn it up. Double up. He's coming, double up.
To throw again on 2nd down. Haskins. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Hopkins with the extra point, and that will tie us at 24. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. This will be taken about the 12. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Throwing, Cousins. He'll let it go deep for Foster. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
He's checking Craig. Watch safety creep. Safety's creeping. Watch out. Let it go.
On first down, this is Geis. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8. At the 38-yard line.
Check.
And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
I got you. 49, check 49, check 49. 50, Mike, 50. Check the outs, check the outs.
3rd down, here's Geis. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Vikings' 35-yard line. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A.J. Green, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Cousins now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10.
Yellow. Hey, Haywood. Check right. Watching your 5. Check pass. Mike.
From the gun, here's Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And the ball is knocked out, and the Redskins scoop it. There he goes left side, and he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Kirk Cousins last year started all 16 games, but only led the Vikes to just one fourth-quarter comeback like he's trying to do here.
Check three. Hey, wahoo! Hey, flipper. Check. Hey, steamer. Check three. Where's your hot?
Cousins on first down. Nowhere to to escape, and he goes down. That's Daron Payne with a sack that time. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55. Zebra. Okay, for you. Mike. Hey, Delta. Check 55, Mike. I got one.
After the sack on first down, Cousins, he gets this one to Johnson. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Go. Hey, receiver. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle.
Third and long for Cousins. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Right here. Mike 55. Mike 55. Mike 55. On the ball. Mike 55. Mike 55. Black. Guys, it's game situation.
Cousins to throw for it on 4th. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat, and the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's put that team on a butt.
Now a give running left is Geis. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Haskins. Jordan Reed has it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington 1st down. You ready for a Captain Obvious comment?
Let's go. Go with it, please.
He had the 5 picks last week. He's got to be much more pleased. Just the 1 interception. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And not only is he pleased, his entire team is. Because throwing those 5 interceptions affects everyone. That's extra work for your defense and not enough possessions for your offense. He's flipped that ratio around in this game.
SOS. Bang, 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 bang. He's coming. We got double up. Switch. Check 52.
Now on 2nd and 13. Haskins. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Paul Richardson. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
At their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
First. Check. Lucky 50. Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike.
Cousins now. Complete. Smith has it. And out across midfield down to the 45. A gain there of 30 big ones. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Mike 55. Hey, eat.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. He'll get this one to Patrick. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Mike, 55. Check, 55.
First down, here's Cousins. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Corner blitz by Josh Norman. Works like a charm. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Wide. Five. 55. Through. 55. Yeah. What's that?
Throwing is Cousins. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Robert Foster, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
First play of the drive is a run with Thompson. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Check back. Out. Hatchet. Under 10. Slam. Watch two. Twist it. Shit. Showing it. Check 37. Undercrush. Kill.
Haskins going to try to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Haskins hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Here's Cousins. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Listen to me. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. Gun. 55's my guy. 55. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Mike. Yellow, yellow, yellow. Hey, zoom. Rose. Check. Lucky. Where's that?
To throw is Cousins. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long.
Hey, Echo. Mike 55. I got it.
To throw, Cousins. And he's going to go down again. Montez Sweat in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
And twice in a row, the quarterback goes down. This offense needs 2 scores, not giving up 2 sacks.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
We own them. Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. 1, 2, 3. Hey, orbit. Black. Come on, baby, come on, let's go. Switch it. Come on, switch. Black. Where's that?
Now Cousins on 4th down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position.
Let's go now. 54. Touchdown. 54. We don't want this. Switch.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I'll guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
So we had action to the very end of this one. The score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end. And, you know, some coaches preach that and tell their teams, that's what I want all the time. And they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
So for Washington, they close out this first half at a very solid